What is the purpose of life? Part 4. God sends guidance. Upon acknowledging that we have been created by the all-wise Creator, we would expect to be informed of our purpose. How can we know what God expects from us? Do we live in trial and error, or make our own purpose? Do we go with the flow by following others? No, God sent prophets and revelation to inform us of our purpose. God sent thousands of prophets, at least one to every nation, with the same message, to worship God alone and to follow his guidance. They included Adam, Noah, Abraham, Moses, Jesus and Muhammad, peace be upon them all. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, the last in the chain of prophets, was the perfect example of an honest, just, compassionate and brave human being. He was sent with the final revelation from God, the Quran, to demonstrate how its teachings should be applied. The Quran is a book of guidance and explains many concepts such as the purpose of our existence, who God is, the actions liked and disliked by God, the stories of the prophets and their lessons, accounts of heaven, hell, and the day of judgment. It aims to clarify misunderstandings about the nature of God, such as clarifying the nature and role of Jesus compared to the nature of God. Jesus, like all the other prophets, performed miracles and called to the worship of the one true God. It does not befit Allah to have a son, exalted and free he is from this. When he intends something, it is enough for him to say regarding this thing, be, and it most definitely becomes. So he who is like this is free from having a son. And Allah, may he be glorified, is both my Lord and your Lord, so make worship sincere for him alone. This which I have mentioned to you is the straight path that leads to the pleasure of Allah. Surah Maryam 35-36. I sent down the Torah to Moses, peace be upon him, containing guidance towards good and a light to make things clear. Judgment was given in accordance with it by the prophets of the Israelites, who had devoted themselves to following me, as well as by the scholars who used to teach people because I had entrusted them with my book and made them guardians to preserve and protect it from distortion or change. They are witnesses that it is the truth and people refer to them with respect to it. So, Jews, do not fear people, but fear me alone, and do not take in exchange for judgment in accordance with what I have revealed a small price of leadership, fame or wealth. Whoever does not pass judgment in accordance with what I have revealed and considers this to be lawful, better or equal to my judgment, then such people are truly disbelievers. Surah Al-Ma'idah ayat 44. After the prophets of the Israelites, I sent Jesus, son of Mary, as a believer in the Torah, giving judgment in accordance with it. I also gave him the gospel that contained guidance to the truth and evidences to remove doubts and solve difficult cases of rulings. It corresponded to the Torah that came before it, except in a few rulings that it replaced. I made the gospel a guide and a means to restrain people from doing that which was prohibited. Surah Al-Ma'idah ayat 46. Say, O Messenger, to these idolaters, shall we worship, besides Allah, idols that have no ability to benefit us, nor can they harm us with? Shall we turn back from faith after Allah has guided us to it? If we do so, we will be like the one whom Satans have misled, leaving him confused, not knowing the right path. And where he has companions on the straight path who call him to the truth, but he refuses to respond to their call. Say to them, O Messenger, Allah's guidance is the true guidance, and he has instructed us to submit to him, may he be glorified, by being firm in our belief in his oneness and by worshipping him alone. Because he is the Lord of the worlds. Surah Al-An'am ayat 71. These verses affirm that Allah sent guidance through the prophets and holy scriptures, which serve as a guide for humanity to understand their purpose in life and how to worship Allah correctly.